Tiny Spaceship.
Hello and welcome to the Tiny Spaceship Flyby for Darkest Dungeon. I'm your pilot Matthew, and joining me today is Johnny.
What's up, guys?
So, Darkest Dungeon is a turn-based strategy game. It's a dark fantasy RPG. It was originally a Kickstarter and it was in early access for about a year. It was released in January. I've been kind of aware of this game for a while, but never, took the plunge. It was recently on sale, so I decided to pick it up, and it's actually turned out to be one of my favorite games of the year. It's very unique, and I, want to show it off because I think it's really great. And I have a game started. 41 weeks. This is basically each turn is a week.
It's a really long turn.
Yeah. It's basically broken up in that way.
For months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Okay, so this is the aesthetic of the game is very like Lovecraftian, minus the racism, but it's a very like dark world. All of your characters will have diseases and quirks. Like I'll go through some of the guys here. Like here we go.
Yeah,
that's named after you. You have an unquiet mind. You have a weak grip on life and slow reflexes.
Okay.
You can actually heal these things by going to the sanitarium. You can also counteract them a little bit with different trinkets and things like that. There's equipment. I pulled all the equipment off because I'm going to equip these guys for the run we're going to go through here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has different abilities. You can choose to have them or not. You can have 4 active abilities. And your position, you have a party of 4, and your position determines like which abilities you can use. And some characters actually move around within the party. There's enemies can attack and push you around too. But the party composition is pretty important. But right now, I don't have anybody that's stressed. Like I could actually have stress levels on all these guys. For the most part, everyone's chill right now.
Okay.
But it comes into play. The stress level of your party is huge. You can do different things in between, like, for instance, you can meditate, you can flog yourself, you can drink, you can whore. Like right now, so I got this guy drinking right now. The gambling, I think, didn't they say the gambling was free or something? Oh, 50% less. So let me see if I have anyone that I can actually use that on. So he's drinking, this guy. It's cheap, so might as well. There's a very extensive like upgrade system as far as like your weapons, and you can buy trinkets. Everything's been very expensive, but I'm basically grinding through and trying to level up all my weapons and abilities.
Okay.
But best thing to do probably is just jump in and do a mission here.
All right.
So you've got these different areas. Each one has different things going on. Some of them, you might have more blight, which is like disease, like a corrosive disease. It'll have every turn you get hit by it. I have just now started moving on to these veteran level quests. I should not do these for the life of me before. We're going to try this one. There is a small chance we could wipe on it. I have a lot of these boss battles left because these bosses are just ridiculous. I tried a couple of these. Like this siren will take over one of your characters and pull them to your side. And it totally fucks with you because it's so disruptive, and you need everything in order to get through.
Is this like a roguelike where if these guys die, they don't come back, or?
Yeah, it's these guys. Yeah, if they die, they're dead. And auto saves. There's no way to save scum or anything like that. But it's actually manageable if you know what you're doing. You can kind of get through it. I'm starting to do a lot better. Like when I first started, I was doing fairly shitty, but I've kind of figured out a little bit. Let me see what position she needs to be in. Okay, she's good in the last 2. And this guy is also good in the last 2. So there's not much... these guys are pretty fluid. Now, what I need to do, I need to put trinkets on them. And so I'm going to remove all trinkets first. And I'm going to try to buff them up. So I'm going to put some... Let's see.
There's a class called a leper.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's my favorite, actually. So I'm going to put... So the stress... So this gives him extra 20% stress, which could be a bit of a problem, but I'm going to give him something to counteract that a little bit, if I can find it. Actually, I might just put this on him. I'll let him stress out. So I'm going to put this on this guy here, because it's just good. It makes his dodge much higher. And also he uses less food, which is just always nice. And then I'm going to put this on him here, gives him more speed, a little bit more stress, but more damage, which is important. This guy's got... This is a specific thing for his class. And it's been a really good item, so I've been using it. Let's see here. So his speed is a little low, but let me see. Maybe just put this on him. Buff his speed up a bit. The speed is what determines the order in which you attack.
Okay.
So for her, I'm going to basically... I want to buff her healing skills, so let me see what... Let me have some class-specific stuff for her. I don't think I really have anything for this class. Oh, here's one, I think. Yeah. So more easily stunned, but she'll get her stuff off quicker. And she doesn't really have any glaring weaknesses, so I want to get that scouting. There's something... Well, I'll just buff her healing even more, actually, and that's trying to be good. Alright, so then now we have to provision. This is a longer incursion, so I have a campfire. And you can use that to de-stress and heal mid-battle. But you also know, you can just easily, if you forget, you can see by how many bundles you have, because I've had some that are actually... I've gone up to 2 bundles. So you want to bring a decent amount of food. And you'll need certain items to get past, like, there could be obstructions in the way. This healer has a chance to make you bleed, so I always bring probably about 6 of those. I'm gonna go kind of hard here because I don't want to wipe during the flyby, and 2, I have some good trinkets on these guys, and I'm just not sure how hard this is gonna be. All right, so this looks good. I don't really bother with holy water. I'll do 2 this time, whatever. So I'm like I put quite a bit of money into this adventure here, so
Oh jeez.
Hopefully it works out.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
So you basically, you got your map, and you just click from room to room, and each square is essentially, it works as a turn. You have a torch you have to manage. You can actually do runs where you have a low torch level, and it gives you like a lot more loot, but your party has a big chance of being surprised. And there's a lot of items that actually work towards that. You can get extra bonuses if you have certain items. Now, I just found out this guy has a ridiculous... hold on, let me see if I can... I can't actually look at his ability here. But the Revenge, I didn't know about this. That just happened to me last game. But if he does that, he basically explodes and damages everyone.
Oh, jeez.
So now that I know that, I'm going to basically go hard on this guy and try to kill him. Okay, if you look in the bottom there, you've got resistances. They're fairly resistant to stun, so I'm just going to do damage to him. If I can. You got ACC's accuracy, crit mod. If you look in the bottom left, you can see I'm going to do 16 to 30 damage if I hit him. So I probably will kill him with this hit.
Destroyed.
So he had 20 HP. These guys have low HP, but they have really high protection. So if you have anybody that can like debuff their protection, it works really well. But these guys are not really that big of a danger. They don't do much damage, so I'm usually not worried about them too much. If you saw the little light halo, it means he was like pleased with what happened. So essentially, that like helps his sanity level. The stress is this little bar beneath here.
Okay.
There's certain enemies that actually their main ability is to stress out your guys. So you usually want to go for those guys first.
What does too much stress do?
Okay, so the first bar, if it fills out, then they have then they can either be virtuous or they can break. Essentially, they can go mad.
Huh.
And there's the effects that it basically they'll either start like making everybody bummed out, start like they'll just like say shit that like stresses everyone out, or they'll refuse buffs and stuff like that, or skip their own turns and shit. They basically sabotage everything.
All right.
All right, so you get throughout the game, you have like basically these 3 different things. You have deeds, buffs, and I think they're crests or something, like an heirloom. And you use those to upgrade your building, so they're pretty important, but you have to actually hold them in your inventory. Chests are usually safe.
Are there trap chests?
A fortune.
Well, sometimes, but
Waiting to be
I don't think chests or backpacks ever result in that. So each torch is 25, so I'm just going to pop one to keep it high.
Is struck.
The reason why is because of the
Blazing
scouting
star
and the
is
monster
born.
surprise. If you get a surprise on the monsters, you get to do your full turn before they go.
Oh, wow.
So you can like wipe out a lot of them. All right, so this guy, he's got stress wave. That's the thing that you want to avoid. He's the only one that has a stress attack. This guy is also an asshole because he'll make you bleed or stun you. So I'm gonna see. This is 5 to 11. So the only way I'll kill this guy is if I crit. I can't really reach the back row too easily, so I'm gonna try to take this guy out first. So hopefully he'll dodge the stun. He did. Oh no, he didn't. He dodged the debuff. This guy's kind of cool because he can like grab a guy,
Oh,
pull him forward.
there's hooks in every game.
Yeah. I had a guy. I think I changed his name. I had one I named him Scorpion. So the reason why I like lepers so much, the only downside to them is their accuracy isn't the greatest, but they can have a pretty strong self-heal. It gives them a lot of resistance. You can hit 2 targets at once in the front row, or do like a more beefy hit. So he'll definitely die. If I hit, he'll die. This guy might die. This is the last turns, and this guy's fairly quick. His speed's 11, so I'm gonna just take him out.
Annihilated.
So when they die, they actually leave a corpse that gets in the way. But you have different things, like I can do my uppercut, which has a chance to stun and will clear the corpse out. And this guy's stun resistance is only 30, so I'm going to try to stun him. Oh, wait, I thought they took this out. Did I misread that? So that ability you can push people backwards with that, or maybe forward. I can't remember. So I'm gonna do a little bit of healing here. So the heal in this is 0 to 14. So if you get a really low one and then you cause a bleed, it's kind of bad. So like that's bad if he bleeds here. He resisted it though, at least. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this attack because it hits the front 2, so it'll probably clear this one and it'll probably kill this guy. He dodged it. These little lines that are next to their bar shows if they have a turn left or not. So you use that to determine like who you're going to try to stun and interrupt. I'm going to try this again.
Eradicated.
So since I crit him, I think if you crit high enough, the body does not appear. So I don't really have a chance to kill this guy with this dude unless I crit. So I'm just going to take this guy out, I think.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Alright, so since there's only one guy left, I'm gonna try to heal up my guys for the next turn. Because you can't use your abilities in between combat. But you have to be careful, because if you take too long, they get reinforced.
Decisive pummeling.
Alright. So I probably can't stun him again. I think I'm just gonna finish him off.
There's only one left anyway.
Alright, well I'm gonna get a chance to heal up everybody anyway, so it just worked out that way.
Obliterated.
I think it's funny that the leper's sword was also broken. Like,
Triumphant
so I'm already
pride
running out of space.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
Subtitles, I turned this on just for the flyby, but I think they're kind of obstructing. They're kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, it looks like they could have had a better spot for those.
So the crests are kind of important, but I'm so early in this run I can't really do it. Let's see what this is. I don't actually want that.
So yeah, the drop stuff, there's not, you can't like salvage anything like that?
So this can hurt me. Let me see who has the highest bleed resistance, because I think they cause bleed His is really high. Hers is even higher. The money only stacks up to this amount here, but if you have a certain character, you get more, but the character kind of sucks, but they're apparently used for, like, gold runs and stuff. Alright, so... Okay. Alright. So these obstructions... I didn't... when I first started playing, I didn't realize that you have to click the shovel. I was clicking the hand.
No.
And every time you do these, your whole party takes, like, a shitload of stress and a little bit of damage. But I did it enough that... And I didn't actually finish the thought about the bars here. Once it gets to the maximum, like two times over, you actually have a heart attack, and then
You just die?
put you in a state.
Oh.
Well, it puts you in a state called Death's Door, and then you're susceptible to a death blow. So it's really hairy. Like if you're in that position, like any damage you take has a chance of killing you.
Oh, just an insta-gib chance?
Yeah, I had a. I'm ignoring this. The sacrificial altar. Apparently, I'm pretty sure like almost always negative effects, so you just don't want to mess with them. But I fought a boss where, like, I had literally 3 people at death's door, and I got lucky, dude. He swung like 4 times at me, and they didn't die. All right, so the point of this one is I have to do 100% of the battle room, so I definitely have to go down here and do this. I do have 2 more shovels, so I'm glad I have that many, because I would have been in trouble otherwise.
Wealth beyond measure.
All right, let's see here.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Gonna have to ignore that for now. Once I camp, I'll have more room and use up some of my torches. And okay. Periodically, you have to eat, and if you don't have enough food, you take a ton of damage. This guy doesn't have to though, because he has this fasting seal. Okay, so I can actually avoid this room. I don't have to go there, but I'm gonna have to do this one. Let me see who has the best trap percentage. So that was one of his quirks coming into play. All right, so let me see here. I'm just gonna drink my holy water, which gives me a buff for 3 rounds. Which is, let's see. I will have it for the first round in the fight. This guy just can't stop stutching stuff, man. Good thing he has a good bleed resistance. Alright, so I want to... Right now, like, I'm going to... I get a little more stress in scouting, so I want to make sure I'm up above the pip. Because if you get a surprise, it's, like, pretty huge. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to get... all these guys are going to get a turn before they get to go, so I want to try to take out as many of them as I can. Okay, so let's see. You can only pretty much attack the first 2 rows.
So does that big guy take up 2 spots, or...?
Yeah, he does. Maybe I can punch his ass back. Let's see. His move resistance is really high, though. So, like, for this character, I don't use the abilities as much. Like, I don't have anybody on my team that can mark them. But it's huge. If you can have someone that marks, he's, like, really good. So, I don't think I'm really utilizing this class very well. I'm going to see if I can move... I'm just going to try to get a guaranteed kill on one of them. I'm going to move him forward. And then... I'm gonna try to pull him forward too. And I'm gonna do the double hit so I can hit both of them. This guy should die.
Alright.
Oh, both of them died. Perfect. That's about as good as you're gonna get.
So, are you gonna have trouble attacking him with those corpses another way, you know, or...?
No, because I've got a... This guy has an ability where he basically destroys all corpses.
Oh, okay.
So once I get to that point, like, this guy's gonna have a little bit of trouble. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I can hit him with I can hit him with this one, even though I don't have the... It does more to just stun, but I can still hit him as well. This one, too, also destroys all corpses. So even though he's going to resist the movement, he's still going to move forward because the corpse has died.
Okay.
And he didn't actually resist the movement too, so... So he is susceptible to blight, but I have no one that can blight right now. It's going to be pointless to try to stun him. I saw a streamer run, and he had 3 of these Vestals in one run. He had a couple damage dealers and a couple healers, and it was awesome.
Just stuns everywhere.
Yeah, because you have the different skills, so you can expect them differently. So that's annoying when you have guys that can move stuff around. Like, she can't do shit now. But I don't want to move her back, so they'll just switch with this guy, and then... Let me see if I... Yeah, I've got nothing to move forward with on that, so I'm just going to try to stun him, even though it probably won't work. And so he has the ability to move 2 spaces, though, so it's good. I can just basically undo what he did very easily.
Yeah.
His dodge is 9, so I'm just going to remove that just to make sure he doesn't have a chance to dodge my attacks. Oh, I do have a mark. Okay. A little bit more synergy than I thought. This guy likes to make you bleed.
He seems to be resisting it all right.
So, like, it's 8 per round, though, so it's actually a very heavy bleed. More than others, so I'm actually gonna use up my, I'm gonna heal myself again. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna attack him. I'll heal with this guy. Alright, since he's marked him, this should do a shitload of damage. Still not great, actually. This is the one that knocks you back. This guy's resistance to that is pretty big, though. I think. Yeah, look, it's like you ain't moving him, dude. Alright, so let's see here. He already has 0 dodge. So the thing I should have like somebody with a spell to reduce the block. He's got 50 protection, that's why it's not taking much damage. But the way around this is, like, if I had Blight ignores that. So, like, you're supposed to... Maybe my team comp isn't the best. He should die this round, hopefully, right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, so let's see here.
As the light gains
I'm gonna use up a thing of food
spirits
here.
are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Fuck, I keep misclicking. Alright. So what I could do, I'm gonna just check this curio that's right here. Oh, sweet, okay, this is actually really good. What? The map didn't do anything?
Oh.
So you can back up a little, you don't have to go forward.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to do these because there's no reason. Yeah, so might as well.
So once you clear the rooms, they don't respawn anything?
Sometimes on the pathways you can... I've seen it on the pathways. I don't know if the rooms do it.
Okay.
But you do have to backtrack a little bit.
Does that cost you extra food or torches or anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost you everything because you're still moving around.
Alright.
Every time I go into a new room, though, I have a chance to scout, which is, like, pretty huge. And there's different abilities you can get to increase that chance.
Well.
So I'm going to just leave it 25 gold for now. I'll probably camp soon because I want to free up 2 spots. I want to use up my torches. Alright, so this is an empty room. I'll probably do this room or maybe even this one, and then I'll camp. The traps I found are really easy to disarm for the most part. So they're almost like free de-stressors.
Do you, so...
I don't mess with the fish.
So how do you run into the traps? Do you just, like, accidentally click forward, or...?
Sometimes you don't see them if you don't detect them.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think I scouted this area. So this is one of the things, like, this is a, coral, but if you use, oh shit, I don't have it. If you use de-venom on it, then you can, let me see, I don't think this works on it. Oh, it was this thing, actually. So actually, a quirk just got removed.
Oh, wow. So that's that.
So
permanent.
yeah, it's pretty big. I found there's these like drink casks, and if you put this on a drink cask, it gives you like a huge buff for the rest of the mission. It's like pretty huge. There's a lot of things to know.
So it's only for this mission, or does that Unquiet Mind thing come back?
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Oh,
But yeah, but you can easily get others. So this one is a high priority. These two are the high priorities here. This guy can be a real pain in the ass because he'll cast protection, this barnacle barrier, and he'll essentially take damage for another person. So I want to wipe these guys out as soon as possible.
all right.
So let's see. He's pretty resistant to stun also. The only problem with her is her dodge is huge, 21. I'm gonna try to zap. I'm gonna try to zap him first. Okay, he's got more damage now. I'm not actually too worried about stress because my guys are really not that stressed right now, and I'm about to camp anyway. And you get rid of a lot of stress when you camp.
All right.
Let's see if I can pull her forward.
That devastating blow.
He liked that. Alright, I still have a lot of these, so I'm going to use them up. Let's see here.
Probably could kill one of them.
So 9 to 17, so I got a halfway decent chance of killing her.
Ooh.
Wow, he did max damage.
A faint hope.
So that's this bullshit. This guy's pretty much unkillable. I have to kill this guy first.
All right.
It's a pain in the ass. But again, since I'm not worried about stress, maybe it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's see if you can work some magic again. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this actually. Oh, that sucked. Alright, I'm gonna clear out the corpses. I like to call that move Bleedy Punch. He likes to do that a lot. But I wonder how this works. If I do this, because he's supposed to take all the damage, he just dodges it? Okay, that's not worthwhile then. Oh, even, okay. Oh, well, the thing's over now, so that's good.
So I guess you just try to get rid of them as fast as possible, or...
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him so he can't dodge.
Impressive.
It's funny too, when you crit with a low damage attack, like that was a crit for 1, they still, like, I've gotten critted the other way, they hit me for a crit of 1, and everyone's like, oh shit! They sort of freak out. It's like, calm down, dude, it's fucking 1 damage. Let's see here. I'm just gonna try to damage him. So I'm pretty sure that ceremonial cut can only be done from like the front row, because every time I pull him forward, that's the only time he's ever done it. But I'm not quite sure how to, like, I can see this when I hover over, but I can't like go and look at the details. Like I can't hover over them to really know.
Oh, that didn't live.
Yeah, this guy's dude's fucking strong.
A singular strike.
The problem with him is accuracy, but I have something. I think I put something on him to help his accuracy a little bit. There's another character the same way. It's called a Hellion, and I had a Hellion and a Leper in my front row, and they missed like four attacks in a row, and it really fucked me over.
Oh, you got a lot of shit
Oh
from
shit.
it.
Okay, so let's see. But I can clear up some space.
Driven into the mud.
Oh, 50 gold. Oh, yeah.
Got some boots. These are worth it. Probably. I haven't got to use any keys at all. I think I'll just override the 50 gold for now.
Can you sell those items later?
You can. I haven't really sold. I've not sold a single trinket yet.
All right.
I'm gonna go forward. I don't know what's in this room or this hallway, but I'm gonna go forward and probably camp here.
A box. Oh. Oh god.
See, that was a unseen trap.
All right.
Carelessness will.
So his
find
that
no
sucks
clemency
bad.
in
Like
this
that's a
place.
terrible debuff, but I can just get rid of it with this herbs.
No.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and camp.
Huddled together.
So I have,
Furtive and vulnerable.
I can use 6 because I just have to try to make sure I have enough for if they request to eat. I only need 3 because I have that fasting thing on the dude. Since I'm low on stress, I'm gonna mainly look at debuffs, or I mean buffs here. So one thing I have to do is this one here. If you get nighttime ambushed, it sucks so bad. It's like you kind of like need to do this if you don't want to risk getting like cornholed, because they surprise you and they like reorder everybody. Okay, we're gonna do this one. So the guys that take up two slots,
Yep.
he's gonna be like super strong against them. Okay, this is good too, because this actually is the problem with him. So now he's gonna be a lot better about that. I have enough for one more. I think he has a stress item on him, I think, so I'm gonna get him down. I am coping well.
The light. The promise of safety.
I really haven't gotten many like surprises on the enemy here.
So is that last room like guaranteed a boss or?
No, not at all.
Oh.
There's no boss in this one. This is just do 100% of the battle rooms.
Oh, okay.
The bosses are ridiculous. Like I kind of don't want to look at the wiki, but I also don't want to lose my characters and shit. So I'm like, I feel like it's really hard to know what you're getting into though.
Ooh.
So that was a pretty damn good hit. Everybody's freaking out. Shit! So this guy can still attack from this row, so it doesn't really hurt him that much. But this guy, all of his abilities require him to be like
Farther
back
away.
here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna move him up so he can take his turn and heal himself. Oh baby!
Damn.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking monster. Oh, that was a really good heal too. Like, and if he resisted to, he has good poison resistance or bleed resistance. But I had a character that he got debuffed, and it was actually his bleed was like terrible. So every time I tried to heal him, I ended up like hurting him more than I was healing him. Damn, this guy's a monster.
Hey, he's
Wrecking
just
him.
chopping him down.
All right, I gotta kill these corpses in the way.
Yeah, you can spit that all the way back there, huh?
Mm-hmm. His dodge is kind of there, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And the mark helps this guy a lot too. Wow. She didn't need it, but that was a pretty great crit.
Another one falls.
This is my buff coming into play. That plus 5% crit is amazing.
As victories
Alright,
mount,
so
too will
crests are really
resistance.
important.
What do they do?
It's for upgrade. This is what you upgrade your buildings with.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling these keys are going to be useless because they... let's see here. I'm just going to get rid of my bandage. And I'm going to keep a shovel just in case. If there's a obstruction, it's going to be really annoying.
Packs laden with
So do you sell those or?
often low on supplies.
These are portraits, crests, and deeds are the 3 different currencies you have for buffs.
Okay.
There's 4 actually. You use those to upgrade buildings and stuff, so they're kind of useful. Let's see. I'm just using my food. No one's been hurt. So I mean, we don't. If this is a battle room, if this is empty, then this could be the last room we go in. But one of these two has to be a battle room.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't get pushed back. Fuck.
Ooh.
We can move 2, so it's not too bad. This one will maybe pull her. Okay.
Seems like your team's working out pretty well here.
Yeah. I mean, I have good gear on them and stuff. Like, I got them to the point where I got a lot of sustain too. Pretty much 3 healers. This guy can heal himself, and these 2 can heal others from pretty much anywhere. But sometimes, like, you don't have a choice. Like, the low-level dungeons you can't bring a level 3 in there. They have to be a level, 1 or 0, 1 or 2.
Okay.
So you might not have like the proper composition.
How do you get more people? Does it just get randomly gives you more, or do you have the?
I'll show you. You have a like a caravan.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Clears all corpses. Okay, yes, we want that.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's why you want to kill everything they do causes stress. They're the #1 target if they're there. Let's see. Just in case there's another battle room, I'm not gonna go too YOLO here because I don't want to get in a bad position. But he has a little bit of. He's got 14, and this takes down 15 or 16, rather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Just smash him into the ground.
Trifling victory.
All right, so I'm gonna use up the rest of my food.
Victory nonetheless.
All right, so that was the last dungeon, but we continue. So this thing, let's see. What do you think? Should I go for it?
What does it do?
I don't know.
Let's
do it. Oh no!
Oh god!
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's just go back. We don't necessarily have to go to the last room.
Yeah, who knows what's going on there.
Expediency.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
So I took a lot more like heirlooms and stuff over money. Because right now for me, this actually is more important because I'm trying to get to a couple of different milestones. There's a couple things I want to get leveled up a little higher. All right, so we get to see what we get.
Spotted fever.
So I got spotted fever. Winded. That's annoying. That's terrible. That's gonna have to get taken off because that's just. So I don't know what this is about. It probably means they'll interact more with anything related to religion. Only visits the brothel for stress relief.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, but the annoying thing about it is, oh, my game just crashed.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Hang on.
Hopefully this will save your progress.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. All right, so this is we're back at the hamlet. So the main thing you do here when you get back is you want to de-stress your guys. So I think, what did he say? You can only meditate. So sometimes the caretaker, there's a caretaker for this place, he'll like be in the... Weird, so he doesn't have to meditate. He can do this one too.
The other one's cheaper though.
Yeah. No one else is really stressed enough for it to matter.
So when you upgrade the houses, you get more slots to do de-stressing in?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
I haven't done it yet because I haven't need to, but you can, yeah, all these open up. And you have it right here. You can make certain things like reduce the cost. See, that's why this was less, because I had gotten this.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like, ooh, I just clicked it. I didn't mean to actually do it, but I got another one now.
I'm in communion with the divine. Madness.
But you can change your like camping perks, like which camping perks you get, because they all have different. I haven't really worried about this too much because, like, even when I've been on a camp, one where you get 2 campfires, and I didn't even camp. I just went straight through it without a need to. So, but this is where you get new people to Stagecoach.
Oh, okay.
So this dude is badass. I just got this to where I can get experienced guys. He's a level 2. So I'm going to have to figure out who I'm going to kick out because I want to get him. Probably one of these. So this guy he's not leveled up. He's got some bad sicknesses. So he's out.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
So the reason why this is cool is because he's got level 3 on everything. I can change it. He's got everything unlocked. He comes with level 3 armor. This is like a huge amount of money to get all this shit. So it's huge. But he's actually got some crappy stuff on him.
You can get rid of those, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one I'm going to get rid of because I keep my torches high. Like, that's a shitty one. But he could also be a candidate for, like, a night run crew. Because you have... I mean, you take all the trinkets off and sort them. Where are they? These, like, these moon rings. See, like, if below 25 you get buffed on everything, you get more stress. But the thing about it is, if your torches are out, you get more crits. And every time you crit, you gain back, like, sanity or whatever. You de-stress. So it's like... It's pretty cool. It's like completely viable to go in there with no torches at all. In fact, I did it one time by accident. I forgot to buy them when I provisioned. I thought I was fucked, but it worked out pretty well. You get more loot. So yeah, man, this game, if you saw here, you know, there's also this one.
Yep.
This is the darkest dungeon. This is the highest level, level 6.
Oh. I'm
getting close to being able to have guys like that around that level. But they say the game's it takes about 80 hours to complete. They're going to be adding a quicker mode to it pretty soon, I think. They announced it last month. But something like the reward on this one, like negative 20 stress, that's huge. So, yeah. So this game has been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, so if you're the type that likes to, you know, if you're a masochistic play gamer, you like Dark Souls, Super Meat Boy, you know, shit like that, Binding of Isaac.
This kind of reminds me a little bit of XCOM. I mean, just like a 2D version of it. Like,
yeah. Some base management and managing your guys. But, I don't know, you can play it pretty safe. Like, at some point I need to clear out these bosses. But goddamn, they're hard. So, and I'll lose my guys. And keeping, like, low-level guys, like, this dude was awesome, right? The level... Where did he go?
The
one I just got.
Yeah.
But he's going to be level 3 pretty soon, right? So, I mean, he's only going to be able to do these green quests for just a little while before he's already leveled out. So, I'm going to probably have to make sure I use him for some hard stuff. But yeah, so, again, this game is developed and published by Red Hook. It's available on PC, PS4, and Vita. I think it'd make a great Vita game, to be honest. Although you can't really stop mid-mission, so maybe not. But, yeah, this is probably going to be one of my games of the year. I'm really taken to it, and as you guys, all the crew knows, I won't shut up about it. So I love it so much.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty interesting game. If it comes up on sale, I'll probably pick it up myself.
Definitely put it on your wish list, man. It's worth it. Yeah. And they're just adding more to it. The developer seems really cool. It's a Kickstarter success, so that's saying something. Because you know how that goes sometimes.
Yeah, you don't really see much of those sometimes.
All right. Well, that's it for now, man. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
Catch you later.
See ya.